Hi everybody, welcome to Big OGGIE Golf. This is a new series we're doing where all the Buccaneers all over the southwest will play their favourite golf hole at the clubs that they're members, if they're a member of a club. This is Nick Cooper. You've seen him already on the channel, and we are at West Cornwall. You're a member of two clubs, but one isn't in the southwest.
I'm a full member here, and I'm also a full member somewhere else as well at a public course back in Hertfordshire, but I play most of my golf down here now.
Train's coming.
Here comes the train.
Train's coming. Oh, that's almost perfect. I don't even know if you'll see the train. Oh, we'll be. There we go. Hang on. Got on the picture of the train, haven't you? That was almost timing, mate.
And not one single passenger aboard.
Not one single passenger.
Not one
absolutely.
single person aboard there.
So we're on the sixth hole. Yeah, you've chosen the sixth hole. A lot of people wouldn't choose this hole. Little Steve's behind us because we're filming a whole group today. He certainly wouldn't be choosing this as a favourite hole.
No, but your favourite hole shouldn't necessarily be your easiest hole.
No, it's always been a challenge for me, certainly.
Well, you talk yourself out of it on this hole a lot of times there. But it's just a beautiful hole. I mean, over there you've got the sea, you've got the water, you've got the railway line with trains coming through here. You're flying it over a green almost at times.
Yep.
If you catch a great drive, that can go all the way to within, give you 120 yards. If you hit the drive too well, you can go into the rough on there, so you sometimes might have to take a 3-iron or something, but I tend to go with a 3-wood when there's not much wind around.
So, a lot of people, certainly my level, would quite often hit over the green, which is the 5th green. Yeah. Here, because that's like an easier shot.
You lay up with your second shot, so there's lots of choices. I just think it's a great hole. I normally par it or bogey it, although with the camera on now, it's just going to be... We'll see how we go.
Serious issues on the left.
I'm not going to talk myself out of it, but I've got a spare ball in my pocket already.
Serious issues on the left, which is why most people end up aiming kind of over the green.
I'll put them out of my mind now, thank you.
Put them out of mind, but there are serious problems on the left, mate.
And there's no train coming.
And no train coming.
We got a little while now. Oh.
And he's hit a super shot. It's going a little bit right to left. We shall see.
Should be perfect.
Should be
fine. You just never know with the bounce. That's the whole thing on this hole.
No, and certainly for people who do hit a ball right to left quite savagely.
Yeah.
The gantry and everything, you will see. We've just done another little bit of footage which we will cut in a second, where we're walking towards this. So Nick has explained a bit more of the hole itself.
And, that could be a perfect shot, but also I could have run off into the left out of bounds.
Again, the wonders of links golf, and certainly West Cornwall.
Shot, but,
West Cornwall holes are not the longest, but they've all got trickiness to them.
Yeah.
And the tricky problem is that once you go wrong, you literally out.
Yes.
On a hole.
It can be. And the problem is you don't want to hit 3 off the tee sometimes, because I think that's a great shot. Yeah. But I can get there and I've lost my ball.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't like playing stroke play here,
Yeah. The amount of times I've seen people and they've come up for the Wednesday comp and they've been told it's stroke play that day, and I go, oh no, I'm not playing medal. Why weren't they told it was a medal? We're not going to play.
Yeah. Yeah. Although you can just do it like Steve, just knock them all the way along the ground.
Well, that works too.
That's an easier way, isn't it?
John, it's irrelevant because there's no money on this hole, so I'm not bothered if it's in
True. So these are supposed to be solo holes, but as we were with the gang, we're going to let them play off anyway. But Nick will do all the talking really today, describing his wonderful hole. Now that's a low, stingy kind of shot.
Missed the bank.
You missed the bank. That's just rolling really nicely. Actually, right hand side, sweeping down left.
Great result.
Obviously, we're here with Little Steve and with Neil Allen today. You may have seen some of their what's in the bag videos and another little challenge we did earlier today. So the 6th, we didn't give the distances. I think, Nick, they are 334 off the yellows and 355 off the white. When it's played off the white, this is seriously scary. I can't believe it. They've hit 3 cracking shots. Why didn't one of you hit it into the lovely metal gantry and stuff? Just to demonstrate it.
We can have a go demonstrating if you want.
Yeah. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Right, so we shall move on. I'm going to just quickly cut to a little bit of edit that I've done with Nick as they walked up to the hole. Right then, Nick, so hopefully we've teed off. We're filming this just before we get up there, but with the magic of editing.
It's a long walk up there. This is the 6th hole This is the 5th green.
This is the 5th green, which we'll see quite often from this hole.
Cornwall. The tee, as you can see, is all the way back there. And
it's a very narrow tee, isn't it?
It is. You've got to fly it basically over this green virtually.
Yep.
Into this area here. And it's a great one to... You have to choose your club carefully. If the wind's behind, you might go with a 3 or a 4 iron. If there's no wind, you might just go with a 3-wood. And if the wind's in your face, you'll go with a driver. Yeah,
people like me go for a driver, but obviously you and Nick who hit the ball longer. Well, sorry, you and Neil who hit the ball longer. I get this so confused.
It all depends on the bounce. If you hit, I mean, I hit a 3-wood downwind and it went too far over into the rough down that way. So we're just going to show you what happens here. Sure. It's very undulating ground. Again, right to left and very little runoff. So you can get stuck in this bush and never be seen again. There is, but there's a bit of a bailout area here on the right if you get a bad drive left to right. The green is over there, which is kind of almost an island green. It's surrounded on almost 3 sides by water. There isn't a safe right or left side of the green, but it's quite a wide green. Yeah. And it's a beautiful view when you approach it with your shot there. If you've bailed out to the right or got in that little ridge, you can still have a choice of going for it or just coming out here. Yeah, that's a nasty ridge here, which we may talk about later. And you've got a huge bunker, which we'll see later. Which we'll definitely see. It's a massive bunker, like a beach. But it's just it's a beautiful hole. Look at it. I mean, it's yeah. Even funny enough, even the industrial bit of it is actually very quirky. And the amount of people I've heard clang a ball off the industrial side where it's gone right to left, it's amazing. It's almost like having a bell ringing to say someone's teed off. It can be, but it is really. I think it's a fabulous hole. Very challenging hole. It's a challenging hole. It's not one of the easiest, but it can play easy if you hit, like with everything. If you hit it right, it's an easy hole. You can get a lovely drive away and you can be just 100 yards into a green. It's a 2-layer, double layer green. You can see it now, and the flag's on that top layer. There's a huge ridge between it as well. It's just a lovely hole. So it's going to be fun, isn't it? It's a fabulous hole. This is the Hale Estuary, and it's also a bird sanctuary, I believe, down there at the bottom, so it floods as well. You'll see that a little bit later on. Here's another little view back up to where they've just teed off. And so again, when you walk up to this, you do get a lovely view of the opening of the Hale Estuary up towards the main beaches. A lot of kite surfers normally on this beach. And obviously you've just seen the train as well. That's the little train. That's the train from St Erf to St Ives, which is a fantastic train ride. If you get to opportunity to go and use it, just try it. Just go and park your car at St Erf, take the train up to St Ives and back. The most amazing views you'll ever see on a tiny little train ride. So as Nick's already described from the little bit of editing we've cut into, here's the gantry. This is the industrial bit, and seriously, if you get this shot wrong, everything flies right to left into there. Lovely piece of industrial engineering. Never sure what we're going to do with it, but it's just part of the quirkiness of the course. So Steve's just chipped his ball up closer to the level where people need to really be to hit towards the green. Nick is just walking along the left hand side. Everything slopes on the left hand side here. So right then, Nick, we found your ball and second shot. And you can see why it's such a great hole. I mean, I was a little bit greedy on that shot and I've ended up there. And I have to say, you were lucky. I was lucky. Because one more bounce and it'd have been gone. 2 more yards over this way, 130 yards, nice angle to approach it, great shot. It's whether I can get my club to it. Now, sensibly I should perhaps come out there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that to show what you want to do. Nobody really likes to play sensible golf. Well, we could do both. You can go for it, and then we'll put a ball down here because we're demonstrating the hole, so we can show both. The reason why I'd say you wouldn't find the ball if it had gone another couple of feet is because there is literally a drop off there, and you're gone. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it over, but we'll give it a try anyway, just for a bit of fun. Oh, see what I mean? We haven't. Yeah. That's the beauty about this hole. So we're 127, and now we'll hit what we should have just laid out there with. Yep. So let's pop it out here, and then we'll do a demonstration, because this is purely a demonstration about the hole, and it is a really tough hole. Do you want me to move it up here? Yeah. Pop it up now, mate. Okay, so we went for that for fun, and it went wrong, which is what happens. Yeah. Again, it's a risk and reward thing here. So we've just now chipped up, which is pretty much where everyone else is now. This is what I would have done, is maybe a little bit further there, but now we've got sort of 116, 132 to the back. Lovely green, as you can see, at 2 levels. You've got to fly it in there or not. As you can see, someone's just walking through there, so you've got to be careful about it. Yeah, we've got to, not a public footpath, but actual right of way. We get cars going through there as well, to a tiny little car park back here. And there's not many bailout areas here, but it's quite a wide reasonably generous green, although we've all hit balls, as you know, John, over the
top
white lines there, shall we say?
Yeah, over the white lines into the estuary.
So, we'll give this one a go and see what happens anyway.
Green on the flag on the back today, the top tier.
It's such a great hole.
You've hit that well.
That's probably good.
That looks very good to me. Oh, that's a great shot. That's just at the bottom of the tier. That's unfortunate. Yeah. I really thought I was going to crawl up to the top.
I just took a tiny bit off it because you're worried about
yeah, overflying.
Going long. So I'm quite happy with that one.
Very good. So we're going to let the other two gentlemen, the other two Buccaneers here today with us, going to let them just hopefully chip onto the green or maybe hit the bunker. We'll show you that in a second. There is danger all around this hole. On the right here, which we haven't really shown you, there is like a parallel little valley and like a ridge. You get into that, you're in trouble. You've then got to chip out again. Neil hits a long shot here, and that's a great first shot again. That's a good shot too from the side of it. Oh, a little bit big, but fine. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Well done. A little shake of his head, but he's just such a perfectionist. He is. So, Steve, after Steve's third shot, he hit a good first shot, but it was in quite a bit of a dip. So he did what most people would do, and what probably Nick should have done. He played safe and chipped up to the black and white marker. Remember, the people who are playing here are Steve is a high handicapper, and Nick and Neil are, I would say, mid handicappers. Yeah. So this is the kind of level that they're playing
Steve
at.
Tends to hit it in this bunker.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the bunker yet. It's a very big bunker, and the bunker is
catches people out, doesn't it? Unfortunately, it won't catch Steve out today.
Steve.
Oh, you let me down, Steve. I was waiting for a bunker shot. I really was.
The height of that bunker is.
It's deceptive. The whole problem with West Cornwall is there are very few what I would consider easy bunkers. Most of them are quite deep, traditional links. Maybe you'll see some more of those later. You can carry on.
But this is the end here, John, where you can run out. I mean, I hit a downwind 3-wood before the rain came 2 weeks ago. Lost the ball, went over there, and that's all severe rough as well. So it's nasty gorse again, which you'll lose the ball. You have to measure this hole and think how you're going to play it. You know, it's a very not an easily playable hole, but it's you can make it hard for yourself.
You have to plot it, don't you?
But you've got to plot it. It is. And that bunker, look at the size of that bunker there. I mean, that's
I'm going to move over here and show you this. You know, I played with Neil Allen quite a lot. He hits the ball hard. He's been using a stinger off of here, and last time we played it was a little bit drier than this. Rain hadn't come. He just flew over the back of this and disappeared into this, and you just do not find the ball. You just don't. From a tee shot, so you've got to be careful. Like I said, you don't want to go too hard with a tee shot.
The other thing as well is, you know, I've occasionally been in there and been able to play it.
Yeah, but that's
the best
a nightmare.
You can do is then just smack it into the bunker.
Straight in that bunker, and that's
you might as well take a drop and come back.
Like a meteorite landing, that is.
And then sometimes they have the flag in the front side, so even from here, if you want to do it, it's quite difficult to land it and stop it there. It's just look at it.
It's got challenges all over the place.
Boats over there as well.
The tide is unfortunately out today.
You'll see them out there.
Yeah, the tide's unfortunately out today, so you don't get the full view of what it should be, but it's just a stunning hole. A stunning end to a very tricky hole. So like I said, I don't know if you see this on camera, but if I walk down into that bunker, I probably couldn't see much of the top of the green at all. It's that deep. You hit a right to left draw? You never do that, Steve.
I didn't need.
As you can see, the green, it's quite a generous green. It's got this huge sort of two-tier green really, and it just makes it interesting when you're on. And they don't put the flag obviously right over in silly places like there. They'll put one, tend to be in the middle there, or
yeah. If you're on the back, you've really got to judge the roll off. You have to almost go right angles to it.
It's not an unfair green when you've got loads and loads of slopes. There's one big ridge along it. It's a great green as well, and fabulous views. If you don't play well here, you've still got the views, you know. And then you've got to judge, of course, here how hard you hit it.
Yeah, you've got another little tricky shot, really.
There, so, but these are all things with these sort of links golf courses.
Again, I can't see if you see us on the camera. They tend to flatten things out, but it is quite a slope.
That's probably 2 feet from here up to
up
to the flag, I would say.
Well played. That's beautifully judged, mate.
Yeah, a bit
Very
right to
well.
left like Steve's shots, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, beautifully judged. So I'm just going to walk up here and let Nick finish off his favourite hole.
Hopefully.
Very good.
Well, so that was with a tee shot that was almost out of bounds. That was a really a 5 with if we played it normally.
Yeah, because we would have chipped. Well, you certainly would have just chipped it out normally.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
we wouldn't have
no,
just gone for it. We went for it to see what would happen.
Bit of fun. You got to have fun in your golf.
If you don't have fun in golf, what's the point of playing?
Absolutely.
So thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Because this is a lovely idea.
Oh, we got people behind us, John.
That's fine.
So.
We're moving quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to be filming various individual holes, obviously with the rest of the crew that are wandering around with us today, and we go off to find another favourite hole at West Cornwall. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends.
Hey, we're playing this
bye for now.